Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Hello, everybody. I'm Glenn Gordon. Welcome to Vispero's virtual conference presentations. We love the ACB convention, and unfortunately, this is a year, obviously, that for everybody, travel was really easy, but we don't get to see one another. And that's something that our staff looks forward to every year. But we're making do with what we have, as all of you are undoubtedly doing. We have some information about our products and our services that may be new to many of you since the last time we had a chance to get together. And just a couple of things to mention to you before we get to our 5 presenters who are going to be taking part in this for the next 30 minutes. We know that these are challenging times, and you may have some unique problems that you wouldn't have if you weren't working at home or going to school at home. Our goal is to help out however we can. So give a call, give an email, contact us in some way, and we'll do our best to help you resolve your unique problems. So to start things out today, I'm going to bring in a gentleman who is sort of a staple of the ACB conferences. I think he has been at every ACB conference or pretty close to that in the last 20 to 25 years. And that's the man who always talks about JAWS features each year. And today, he's the guy who's going to talk about the conference specials. And that, of course, is Eric Danbury. Eric.
Well, thank you very much, Glenn. It's wonderful to be at the convention, however we have to get here. So it's great to be with everybody. And I hope everybody is safe out there and enjoying what ACB team has put together. I'd definitely like to thank them for all of their efforts and pulling this off and making it work so that we can participate and you can participate with us. I've got a lot to talk about and I've short time to do it. And those of you who have spent the time talking to me know I don't usually stop. So I'll try and squeeze this in. First of all, I should let you know that things have gone along this year great with the software. We're shipping the 2020 versions. We're doing updates about every 6 weeks. There will be one coming the end of July, it's scheduled for, so watch for that. There was one in June on the 15th or 16th of June, and I hope you're taking advantage and installing those updates when they come out. We put a lot of effort into trying to keep up with the changes that other companies are doing and adding features at the same time. After CSUN this year, we recognized the fact that a lot of people weren't going to be able to go to school or go into their place of employment and be able to take advantage of the software that school or work had set up. And our development team jumped through some hoops, and in a very short period of time after CSUN, we released a free version through our portal for all US and Canadian customers to be able to download free of charge and use through the June 30th timeframe. And in June, we also announced that we were going to extend that till the end of August. So we've had free software available for everyone at home on their home PCs from the beginning of April right through August 30th. And I hope people have taken advantage of it. And if you haven't and you're interested in getting access to that, here's how you do it. Visit freedomscientific.com. On the home page, you'll find a link for free software. And if you go into that link, you'll land on a page that's got an edit field. This is our sponsored software page where college students can put in their email address and get access to software for free year-round if their school is participating by having our software in the school. So there's thousands of students who have access to it already. But if you put in your personal email address in that field, you'll be receiving an email back and give you access to be able to download or go directly to the portal, register, and then you'll receive the software in the portal after you've registered, and you can download it and install it. You get to pick between JAWS, ZoomText, or Fusion. Now, what's really great is what the company has stepped up and done for the convention. Normally, when you come to the convention each year, a lots of people come and renew their SMAs and get some sort of a discount from us. Well, this year we decided we'll extend it to everyone virtually. So everyone in the US is now able to go, if they've installed the free software, log back into the portal, and you'll find a renew button right next to it. And if you click the renew button, you'll get access to a 1, 3, or 5-year version, your choice, of the software that you're running, and we'll extend a 20% discount. You've got to purchase by July 31st at the latest. Afterwards, the price goes up. So take advantage of the 20% by July 31st. And the good news is, if you've got the free software when you buy that, it tacks it on to the end, so you don't lose any of your time. So you can buy it in July, and that year will start, or 3-year will start after August 31st. Now, if you're one of those customers that still has an ILM version that you've been using for years and with a serial number and maybe an SMA, and you usually renew your SMA at the conference, you can take advantage of the 20% discount on your upgrades or SMAs for those licenses as well. And the best way to do it is visit freedomscientific.com. And at the bottom right corner of the page, you'll find a link. If you're using JAWS, go to the links list and search for SMA and upgrades. And it'll put you in an edit field, put in your serial number. It'll go in and look you up, figure out what's available, what the price is, and deliver it to you. And then you can accept that, and it'll put you right into the store where you can make the purchase online. So these purchases can be done 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if that doesn't work out for you, and you'd just rather talk to customer service and make sure that you get your best opportunity, call the customer service department, let them know that you've been participating at the ACB convention and you're very interested in getting more details, and they'll help you out. They'll look it up. Now, I've got some hardware products I want to run through. I know you don't usually talk to me about hardware, but I'm going to give you the pricing and we'll get that all straight. So we do have some conference specials. The original Ruby handheld, the 3.5-inch screen, is $250 during the convention. And again, all of these, you can contact your sales representative, customer service, and they can assist you with these during the conference time. And I think these hardware prices are also good till the end of July. I hope I got that right. Ruby XL 600, that's the bigger Ruby. Pebble HD 350. We have a Compact 6 with speech that's got 20% off, but when you buy it, you also get the virtual reality headset for free and the OCR dock station for free with it. Pearl camera at 200, Focus 14. Oh, the Pearl, by the way, you can use that with JAWS, Fusion, and Open Book. If you haven't seen it, it's a nice portable camera on a stick. Great device. It's been around for years, and 200 is a great price for it. Focus 14 is $895. And all other hardware, whether it's Freedom Scientific, Optelec, or Enhanced Vision, the companies of Vispero, will all be 20% off. So that's not in addition to the prices I just gave you, but all hardware that I didn't mention is 20% off whatever retail is. So I hope that helps you take advantage of some of this. This is a great time to do it. If you couldn't get to the show, hey, you've saved some money. Take advantage of this and these specials, and contact our company, talk to the staff, and figure out what works best for you. So with no further ado, I'm going to pass it back to Glenn, and I look forward to seeing you all at the conference next year and on FS Cast and FS Open Line as the year goes on. See you later.
Hey, thank you, Eric. You know, you mentioned the focus line of the Braille displays at the end there, and that really makes some great sense, because something that's very closely linked to the focus is the L Braille. It's been out for a couple of years. I know it's been a hit at ACB conferences of the past. We've been promising a new L Braille for quite some time. It's taken a little longer than expected, but the new L Braille is out and on sale now. And with details on that, I bring in Ron Miller. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Glenn, I'm really glad to join you and join everybody virtually at the ACB National Convention. Welcome to my home here in Florida. It's great to have all of you here. If I'd have known you were coming, I'd have brought drinks or something. I am really excited about the L Braille. We are finally shipping. I know that everybody in the US and Canada is excited about that. It is long awaited, like you say, Glenn, and I'm very happy along with everybody else that it's available here. And of course it is shipping in Europe and worldwide. The L Braille, for those who don't know or may not be familiar yet, is our latest note taker. And it's a Windows 10 note taker. It's running Windows 10 and JAWS. And that's pretty exciting for us because it moves all of the note taker users out of a proprietary suite of applications into the mainstream. So whatever task you want to perform with your note taker, there's no longer a question of file compatibility or limited compatibility with files and translating and back translating, the ability to edit files, everything from Word documents to PDF documents to PowerPoint presentations to Excel. Those are the ones that come to mind, or any other Windows-based applications you might want to run. If you can run it with JAWS, you can run it on the L Braille, and that's exciting for students. It's exciting for professionals and just anybody who wants to do things and be productive or have fun with their note taker and not worry about whether they can actually accomplish the things they want to accomplish and run the programs they want to run. One of the other neat features about the L Braille, Glenn already mentioned, it does include the Focus 40 Blue. We came out with that Braille display a couple of years ago, and it is in 2017, as a matter of fact, so I guess that's 3 years ago, coming up in September. And that is a very rugged note taker. It is very, very popular because of its ruggedness, the good Braille feel. You can connect up to 5 Bluetooth devices and 1 USB device with it and switch between them on the fly. Any active connections you can switch back and forth between. And one of the neat things about the L Braille is you incorporate the Focus Braille display and you don't lose that functionality. The Focus can still be your Braille display for your iOS or your Android device or for another PC. Whether you connect using Bluetooth or with your PC, you can also use USB. That stays available to you whether the Focus is docked with the L Braille and undocked with the L Braille. So the Focus actually can be docked to the L Braille. There's a well that accepts the Focus Braille display into the L Braille hardware, and it latches very securely. It's not going to come out of there. And in fact, when I show it, if we were there in person, I could pick up the L Braille by just holding on to the ends of the Braille display and pick it up. And it doesn't care. It'll stay very securely docked. But if you want to just carry the Focus Braille display away, you want that smaller size, you want to just carry a Braille display with you, maybe use your iPhone as your device, you can do that. You can undock the Focus from the L Braille, walk away with it, and in fact, you can leave the L Braille up and running, leave Windows 10 and JAWS running on it, things up and running. You can use a Bluetooth keyboard and or a USB keyboard and still run the L Braille and use it even when the Focus is undocked. So there's some real strengths in the L Braille hardware, in the Focus hardware, and when you bring the L Braille and the Focus together, you've got a great package that becomes one very powerful productivity device. Okay, Glenn, back to you.
Hey, thank you very much, Ron. And next up, we have the guy who's very actively involved with people who are working in the educational space. If you're a teacher or in some other way supporting students in school in this time of COVID-19 with people at home, this is the guy you often want to talk to, and that's Mike Wood. Mike.
Hey, thanks, Glenn. Great to be here. Hello, ACB members. This is definitely a different time, and I was telling my team earlier, I had my bag packed here, ready to head up to Schaumburg, and then I found out we had to do this virtually. So here I am, ready to go. But welcome, and wanted to just let you know a couple things going on in the education market. We've got a lot with obviously working remotely now. So like Glenn had mentioned, one of the big teams that I work with is the American Printing House for the Blind. So some of you have seen, we've done some software specials with them, which have been wonderful and super helpful for your students that are at home. We also have some low vision devices that we worked with on them, such as the Jupiter. And we've also teamed up with them to do some trainings over the last few months that have been offering some ACV REP credits for teachers, and then a lot that parents have jumped onto and students as well. So that's been really helpful and great. One of the other things I wanted to touch base on today was talk about one of our new products that was released right before COVID happened. So I don't think it got as much publicity, as it should have. And that is the Optelec Compact 10 with speech. So it comes in two models, with speech and without. And it's a 10-inch display, but really I like to market this as a desktop unit that's portable because it's great. It's got all the functionality of a desktop unit because it has this flip out arm that allows you to get full page mode. So it actually has 3 cameras, and if you're using the OCR version, you can actually scan with all 3 of those cameras. So one is going to do a full page view, one is going to be for your reading magnification, and the other is going to be for overview. So when you have that arm flipped out, you actually can do, as I said, a full page. So you can work on your word puzzles. A lot of people are using it to write out checks. You can be doing, Sudoku puzzles. You can look at an entire page from your mail. You can zoom in. So it's very flexible. You have a 0.5x zoom all the way up to 22x magnification, 3.5 hour battery life. And this thing's really portable. It only weighs just a little bit over 2 pounds, and it's a 10-inch display. And with the show special, retail is $15.95. And for show special, it's $1,276. So it falls under that 20% off discount. And that's just one of the many new products. I definitely, as Glenn had mentioned, would recommend checking out the website to see some of the new things we're doing. And I would also like to leave you with a quote that, with all this going on, has really meant a lot to me over the last few months. And, I think more so now because I always look forward to seeing my, not only my colleagues, but all of my friends at these conferences. And it's been hard. So we've been doing a lot of, obviously, Zoom meetings. And one of the other cool things, before I give you my quote, is we had done a concert together at home back on May 21st. And it was really great because we called out ACB. We gave you guys a shout out along with some other organizations. And it was just great to have everybody kind of virtually together, listening to the same music, maybe having a drink, adult beverage or not, and just kind of enjoying some fun things until we can get together in person again. And that quote that I was thinking of and wanted to mention is by Helen Keller. And it's alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And I think that rings true. We're really trying to work together and help everybody accomplish the goals at hand, and hope that we're able to help you while you are home. So
and Mike, I know the audience probably wants to know this as much as I do, but how many bow ties exactly do you have in the bag you packed?
In that bag there, I've got a couple. I always travel with it.
I bet you got a few.
Definitely do. I've got a lot of tricks in that bag, I'll tell you that. So
that's great. Well, Mike's always looking great. He's got his bow tie on for our event here, and it looks wonderful.
Hey, thanks, Eric. Thanks a lot. And I'm coming to you all from Ohio. I didn't mention that. So not too far a drive to Illinois, where the conference would have been, but in sunny Ohio here. So
I thought you were going to say you're in Schaumburg and wondering where everyone else is.
Nope.
All right.
So thanks,
Mike.
Glenn, and back to you.
One of the nice things about having several companies under the Vispero name is that we can offer more alternatives this way. And one of our colleagues who couldn't be on this live recording, but did something earlier, talking about the new Merlin Mini, which is a portable and foldable desktop magnifier from Enhanced Vision. Here's James Bailey.
Hello, my name is James Bailey, and today I will provide you a brief overview of our new video magnifier from Enhanced Vision, the Merlin Mini HD. Merlin Mini HD is a new portable, foldable desktop magnifier. Merlin Mini HD offers the same reading and writing comfort, ease of use, and functionality of any desktop video magnifier, but in a compact and foldable design. It has a 3-in-1 rotating camera, which allows you to magnify text and objects close up and at distance, or it can be used for self-viewing and personal grooming. Its foldable design makes it extremely easy to take Merlin Mini HD with you to and from home, school, and anywhere needed, or to store it when not in use. Merlin Mini HD comes in 2 screen sizes, a 15.6-inch screen, and a 17.3-inch screen. The monitors can be fully adjusted in height, so you will always have a comfortable reading or writing position. If you are in the market and looking for a new video magnifier, you may want to consider Merlin Mini HD. Here are some highlights. Merlin Mini HD comes standard with a 5-hour rechargeable battery. This is unique in that this will allow you to have the use of this product in the classroom without access to a wall outlet, or if you are in a conference room with no immediate access to a wall outlet to plug your device in, the 5-hour rechargeable battery will facilitate those types of environments. It also has 3 magnification tables to accommodate your visual acuity and personal preferences. Those magnification tables are 1.2x to 20x, 2.0x to 32x, and 3.5x to 60x. The unique movable and rotating camera allows you to read full pages without moving the reading material. It also has a freeze image feature, which allows you to freeze an image at minimum magnification and zoom that image in or out, for that matter, and then pan the image so you may view the entire image at a magnified level. Merlin Mini HD also has an HDMI output, which allows you to connect to a larger monitor if needed. The user control panel is very simple. There's a combination of 7 buttons and dials to access all of your features in this product. They're clearly marked with distinguishing symbols. An optional roller case is available for both the 15 and the 17-inch model. The MSRP, or manufacturer's suggested retail price, for the 15-inch model is $2,995, and for the 17-inch model, $3,495. Both products come with a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. Again, Merlin Mini HD is the ideal video magnifier for anyone who needs portability, battery power, and ease of use. Its full HD and autofocus camera processes images at rapid speed with no delay or smearing, and the foldable design makes it easy to store and transport. Thank you for visiting. I look forward to seeing you all at ACB 2021.
Well, thank you, James, for that. Lastly, someone who you may have seen a whole lot on our webinars in the last few months. That's one of many hats she wears. I speak of our project lead on user education and outreach. Here's Rachel Buchanan.
Hi, everyone. It is so good to be here at ACB National Convention. This is a great opportunity for us all to be together, even though it's a little different than usual. I'm sure going to miss seeing you guys individually and talking to you, hearing your suggestions in person. But don't forget, you can still do that. You can still connect with us in a lot of different ways. And that's what I'm going to go over. And I'm sure a lot of you know these things already, but there's a lot of different ways you can connect with us, whether it be via social media or via email. We have a training email that we answer within 24 hours to our best ability at training@vispero.com. And so if you have training suggestions or training conundrums that you need help with, email that email address. It's always manned. We're always looking for suggestions, and we're always trying to help people puzzle out the different issues they run into with either hardware or software. So definitely keep that in mind. Follow our blog at blog.freedomscientific.com. We've been publishing a lot of content on that blog about our new software releases. As you may have seen from last month, by the time you hear this, you will have already been privy to all of the neat releases that came out in June, and you'll be about to be informed of all the July releases. We're constantly tweeting on our Twitter feed. It's very easy to follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @FreedomSci. That's the @Freedom SCI. And you can always keep up to date in 280 characters or less on what we're doing on Twitter. Also, you can now subscribe to our YouTube channel, our YouTube training channel, that is. You can go to youtube.com/Freedom Scientific Training, or just search up Freedom Scientific Training on YouTube. We have a lot of short instructional tutorial videos on that channel. They're all organized by playlists. So depending on what topic you're interested in, you can find something there for you, whether it's our support playlist and you're running into support problems. You may have a video there that can help you get unstuck. There's a lot of software videos on JAWS with a lot of different applications, including Microsoft, Skype, Teams, Zoom, etc., the Google Suite. And then also we have several videos available on ZoomText and Fusion. So be sure to check those YouTube videos out. And then, of course, if you're not already aware, our team, myself, Dan Clark, Elizabeth Whitaker, and several other people who work kind of behind the curtain, help bring a live webinar to you once a month on the third Thursday of every month of the year. And then we archive those just in case you're not available then, and you can download and listen to them later. So along with those archived webinars, there's also a ton of other content on our training pages. So this is the last URL I'm going to throw at you. And this is the most important one because everything I've set up until now is centralized in this one location, and that's freedomscientific.com/training. There you can find links to our archived webinars, our YouTube videos, and a plethora of other types of content, including downloadable resources and frequently asked questions about different software products. There is a plethora of information out there. All right, so now that I've talked a little bit about the training resources that are available, I want to touch on a few more ways that we try to put content out there so that you can connect and get information about what we're up to, and that is FS Open Line and FS Cast. If you're not already introduced to the wide world of podcasting, as a person who is low vision, I definitely recommend you check out the podcast app on your phone, subscribe to some RSS feeds. You never know the things that you might hear. There's a lot of content out there for free, and you can just listen for hours on end. And FS Cast is no different. There are a ton of archived episodes. You go to the podcast app on your phone. You can also do this on Alexa and on your computer. All of this information is on the web. The different ways that you can access FS Cast is available on our blog. And you can listen to old episodes of FS Cast and also archived episodes of FS Open Line, which is our global call-in show. We currently hold it quarterly, and it's an hour to 90-minute long show where customers can call in, ask questions, make comments, and get to interact with some folks from our team directly. So there are a lot of different ways, no matter what your preference is. If you would like to watch a video, we've got you covered. If you want to just listen, there's definitely tons of audio content out there. So please connect with us. We want to talk to you. We want to hear from you. We want you to be a part of the Vispero family. And the way that we can do that is, even in these really crazy times when we're all separated, is connecting via the wonder and magic that is the internet. Thank you guys so much for having us. And I'm going to, after rambling on for all that time, hand it back to Glenn. Thanks, Glenn.
Thanks, Rachel. I do want to mention one thing related to FS Cast. And this is new since our last get together at ACB. And that is that we offer FS Cast transcripts now.
Yay.
Yeah. So if you prefer to read, or you want to read along while listening, every FS Cast since the beginning of 2019 is now
and we
available.
do the blog too that way, and I mean we do the FS Open Line that way too, don't we?
That's right. Yeah,
and
exactly.
Soon to be coming on webinars. It's actually a project that's been slightly delayed by COVID, but I know we've gotten plenty of requests for transcripts on our trainings, especially from those of you who are learning as deafblind users, and we've heard you, and it's in the works.
Yep, and they can find that right on the page where the blog is, where they can get the audio. They'll also find the transcript right there.
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
It is great.
And I'm in Texas, joining you from Texas, I forgot to say.
Well, thank you all very much for joining us. This was the first time we did it virtually, and hopefully we'll be able to see all of you next year live and in person at the ACB convention. Again, if you want to get in touch, you know the various ways: email or telephone, carrier pigeon. However you reach out, we'll respond and help you as we can in these different times. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Hello, everyone. This is Pauline Danbury with Vispero. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for joining our virtual exhibit. All of the convention specials mentioned can be found on our website at vispero.com/events/ACB 2020. We will also post convention information on our Facebook and Twitter pages for Freedom Scientific, Enhanced Vision, and Optelec. Thanks again for listening. We hope you are well, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.